All right, traders, a very, very warm welcome to you all. I am Devang, and this is the episode 17 of TFA Talks. And our agenda for today is to discuss a detailed analysis of Nifty, Bank Nifty for tomorrow, which is the November 3rd, 2020 US presidential elections. And also, we're doing a special bonus thing for you, which is we asked our mentorship clients to give us a list of stocks. So we'll be analyzing about 15 stocks for intraday trading tomorrow, and the entire list of the stocks will be given in the description box below with the exact time at which we'll be discussing and talking about them. So make sure you watch this entire video, because now things are getting interesting. Markets are giving good volatile movements. You saw what happened in the market today, extremely volatile. And if you love the market, if you enjoyed the market today, give it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to our channel, click on that bell icon below, comment what you traded in the market today. Did you do well? What was your P&L like? We would love to hear and reply to each and every single one of you. So today was wild. I just want to give a let's discuss what happened today, because every day we have to see what happened today, and then we have to move forward with the analysis for tomorrow. Today, markets, again, if you see, one thing I'm making every single day clear: this pink purple line is the 50 moving average, the red is the 200 moving average. So you can see day after day, this area of 50 MA is providing a very good cushion, very good support to Nifty. So as long as this is not taken off, bulls are getting in here again and again. That is something I'm seeing the day after day. We saw this on Friday also, and even today we saw the same thing. This is one area which is a very good cushion for the buyers. At the same time, this is the same area where your lower Bollinger Band is also placed. So these two elements combined are providing a very good support to Nifty. So overall, the structure of Nifty remains weak. Today, the fall of Nifty was led by Reliance. And Reliance, if you see our videos, we give you one level called aggressive short. And aggressive short in Reliance was placed below 2000. You all must be aware of these levels. And below 2000, our targets were 1940 levels, and the next target is 1800. So we got a very big fall. Why did this fall come in Reliance? Number one is the results posted, they were good. They were better than expectations. But the cushion that was required from the retail sector was not provided. The division, it fell about 4%. Another thing what happened is today the brokerages came up with their recommendations, and particularly Macquarie, they have given a target of about 1100 for the stock, about a 30 to 40%. They have given underperform rating basically. So that is something which has held on to the brains of people, and people are saying that now Reliance has no moat left. So some kind of rumors are there, some kind of news is there. So today Reliance has actually just plunged. Also, why this plunge has happened is because from 800 levels, it has gone up in a single shot rally. So some kind of, there was some kind of commotion. People wanted to find an exit, and they found a reason to exit. Now, a lot of people are asking me, can I buy Reliance now? See, guys, you are technical analysts. You are not fundamental analysts who want to buy at every dip. We know our levels and we want to buy at those levels. So if you want to go to buy Reliance, I would say this is one area, 1800 rupees, where I'm more concerned about. So the level between 1800 to 1700 is something I'm concerned about. This is a level where I'll be personally picking up Reliance for my trades. And I think by December, it can give very good returns. Currently, what can happen? See, Reliance has given a good 8 to 9% fall today. Now, whenever such a big fall happens, some kind of a pullback happens. Same is the case with banks, which I'll come to later. So Reliance, something what is possible, there are two cases. First case is this low of today, which is 1860s. The exact low is 1859. So if this low is broken tomorrow, let's say Reliance starts trading below 1860, then it will try to plunge to 1800. This will happen because there is panic in the market. If the lows again are broken below 1860s, then you can get 1800 rupees. We have seen the level of fall. Also, it is possible that Reliance, if it doesn't touch that level, it can try to give you some kind of a pullback, take a resistance at 1940, and then again fall down. This is possible. And if this happens, please, it's a request to every one of you, do not buy Reliance, because these are just technical pullbacks, because markets cannot fall in one go. So we can again try to go short at 1940 levels. So it is possible Reliance gives you a pullback in the next 1-2 days. And then at 1940, again, the fall can continue. These are some levels. So currently, if I want to short Reliance now, I will reduce quantity because the majority of the fall has happened. And it's very difficult for me to short a stock like Reliance, the big heavyweight of Nifty. So, but if you do want to short, maybe below 1958, reduce quantity for targets of 1858, sorry. That is about Reliance. Another thing you must have noticed today is the bank Nifty went up 1,200 points. That was something particularly very, very interesting. And one thing I want you to understand, bank Nifty went up 1,000 points, but Nifty stayed weak. And this is my most important point I want to make today is that Nifty has 5 stocks which contribute to about 50% weight. Reliance, HDFC, HDFC Bank, TCS and Infosys. Infosys, TCS and Reliance, all three of these stocks are weak. So if Bank Nifty outperforms, you have seen today, Nifty will not be affected. If Nifty wants to go higher, it needs support of Reliance, TCS, Info, and basically some kind of cushion from the Bank Nifty. If Bank Nifty wants to go higher, do not think Nifty will also go up to 300 points. Please remember all these points. ITC, Asian Paints, they have also a lot of weight in the market, HUL. So you want these companies to go up, then only some cushion is provided from the Bank Nifty, then Nifty can go up higher. So that is one thing I wanted to make clear. Another thing was Bank Nifty, 1,000-point rally happened in Bank Nifty, something not expected, but we had given you the levels. The reason why this rally has happened, the moratorium, the news has been in focus. That's number one. Number two, great results by HDFC, great results by ICICI Bank. All of these, Bandhan Bank also did quite well. These companies are fueling up the market. People are going long, having this fear of missing out emotion. They're going long in the market. These are a couple of reasons why we saw a good rally in Bank Nifty. Today, what we expected in Nifty was that we want to, what was the stop loss? What was the resistance? If you all remember, we gave you easy level of 720 to 730. This is one level which has not been able to, be broken in the last couple of sessions. And I've given you this clear view that unless until this 720, 730 is broken, I have nothing to worry about. We are still in a sell on rise market on Nifty. So the structure remains weak. So that was one area where you could have gone short. Another area was we told you go short below 650. That was one level, and we told you to go aggressively short below 600. These were two levels given to you on the short side. You would have made a good amount of money if you were on the short side. After that, what happened was Nifty started making higher lows and gave you something like a double top or gave you something like a ascending triangle breakout till the target of 720, 730. So the levels that we are giving are quite, they are playing well. So I want to focus on them. The same case was with Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, that's the reason we give you levels and we don't predict the market. We opened up higher. When did we have to shorten Bank Nifty? Only below 23,900. If you all remember the levels, did we go below this level? We didn't. We opened up gap up where 24,300. So we had to go long when? Himalaya clearly stated go long above Bank Nifty only if it sustains 15-minute is the rule above 24,300. So when this had happened, that was a trigger for all of you to go long. What was the first target? This around this area was the first target. And finally, this was one area 24,820. So let us say you missed entire movement. You were bearish in the market. You missed entire this movement. No problem. Always, if you remember, we give you something called aggressive buy, aggressive sell. When did you have to aggressively buy? Above 23,8 to 24,820. This level was also quite clear in the last entire week of trading. As soon as it went above this, you had to go long. So you would have made a good 300 to 400 point even if you went long over here. So trading was easy. What you have to do is, if you are not able to do it well, what you have to do is be objective in the market, play by the levels, do not try to forecast. Another wonderful trade that worked out well for us today was Maruti. Maruti Himalaya had given a short trade to you guys. I hope you had made money on that. A short trade was given at around 69.25 levels. That was one place where Himalaya gave you a short with target of 68.80. The level has been achieved. You made a low on Maruti of about 68.50 levels. So we did achieve our target number one, trailed below that. So I hope you made money in the entire markets because the levels we are giving are working. Now let's talk about what we can expect in the markets going forward. Starting with Nifty. So the Nifty, I've already told you, below this 50 moving average only we will see some aggressive selling now. Again and again, we are seeing some pressure. Let's talk about the internals of Nifty. Internals on Nifty are weak, no doubt to that. This area of 11,720, 730 is a resistance. Even tomorrow, if you take a resistance there and if you start to fall down, you will remain weak. This is one area where you can go short if you want an early mover. Otherwise, I have drawn a trend line for you guys. You can try to copy this trend line in your own charts. I have joined the lows of 30th October and drawn the trend line. So one possibility is that our markets currently are taking support at that 11,650 level. I would like to go short when I would like to go short now, not below 650. Please understand, I would like to go short below this trend line, which is basically coming around 11,600. So for tomorrow, my level is 11,600. Below that level, I would like to go short. And that is one area I'm interested in. So as long as Nifty doesn't start to close below 11,600, buyers are still trying to prep up. So if you are a bear in the market, you need a closing below 11,600 to drive the markets down to 300 and 200 levels. That is something that you require. So there are 2-3 possibilities. One possibility is you go below 11,600, then you can go short there. The other possibility is that you are trading in this zone. So you can see overall, it looks like a ascending triangle. So if you are trading in this entire zone, I would all like you to stay away from the market. It is a no trading zone for me. Basically basically till 600 and 720. For me, it's a no trading zone. You can try to scalp the 650 levels. I'm not really interested because tomorrow the elections momentum is starting. You have seen the volatility in the market today. Things are getting volatile. You have to save your money and not try to trade every movement you get in the market. Let's talk concrete. Below 600 is sell. Above 720 is a buy. That's a first buy trigger you get. But above 720, I want you to first, if let's say you trade 5 quantities of Nifty, you have to trade only 1 or 2 quantities. Aggressively buy above 750. 11,750 is is a stop loss for all your bears. So if you start trading above 750, you will see a very good rally in the market. Also, the 200 MA is going to come till this level tomorrow. So this level will be a difficult level to break, but if it is broken, this is a place I would like to go long on. Above 750, aggressive buy. Above 720, buy in small quantities. When to sell? If this trend line is broken, I will show this tomorrow. If it is broken, then I would like to go sell. But the number trigger is 600. I hope the levels for Nifty are clear. Above 750, by the way, levels are the same: 820, 870, 940. Those levels will then open up. Otherwise, structure is weak. Okay, let's talk about Bank Nifty now. So Bank Nifty, I have some good analysis. And guys, by the way, I have done this new theme on the Trading View. I got a lot of comments saying that please change it to the white, make the charts white. We can't see properly. So if you like this theme better, mention in the comment section below. If you like the other black or dark theme, also mention that so we can have a good poll in the comment section and decide how the next videos are going to be lined up. Let's talk about Nifty Bank. Nifty Bank, see, I have a couple of points. Number one, it is going to give you a golden crossover. What is a golden crossover? Golden crossover means when the 50 moving average goes above the 200 moving average. So that is basically considered as a very good bullish signal in the markets. So whenever this, currently it's not happened, they have not crossed over. So whenever this happens, everywhere you will see all the news websites, on the newspapers, they will say Nifty Bank has given golden crossover. I'm telling you right now, that is one very good signal. It doesn't mean you buy immediately on golden crossover, but it basically means your market is generally a buy on dip. It is very strong. Number one. Number two, there is this trend line that I have drawn from the highs of 30th of December, which is coinciding to about this level. Also, I've drawn this support trend line, another resistance trend line. Today, exactly the markets have taken the resistance at this trend line that I have drawn, which is coming up to 25,190 levels. 140 levels. This is where the trend line is coming to. Now, Bank Nifty has also given you a breakout because we closed above that 820 level I gave you. We have got a breakout on Bank Nifty. So the structure of Bank Nifty is strong. It is much stronger as compared to your Nifty, and it has given a breakout. For a breakout to be sustainable, remember one thing, we need 2 closings, not one. We have got 1 closing right now. We need 2 consecutive closings above 820 for the move to be sustainable and for us to move towards 26,000. We have to get 2 closings. There are 2 possibilities. The first possibility is like Reliance can get a pullback. Even the banks, all these banks, HDFC, Bandhan, all ICICI, they've gone up so much. So it is possible they can give you some kind of a dip or a correction tomorrow. That's one possibility. But for me, I am not going to look to short Bank Nifty now. I would like to go buy on dip Bank Nifty. This is my analysis. You will have the levels you can try to short. That is totally up to you. But my agenda now for Bank Nifty will be buying on dips. This is one thing I want to make clear. Also, see, there is a trend line that is coinciding here. In the internals, you will see something very good point. This trend line is also coinciding with this area. The previous highs that we made on 31st of August. And this high is basically around 25,200. So this is one very, very strong resistance because you are getting a double resistance, not only from the trend line, but also from this horizontal line. The important point is above this, there is a huge gap. There is a huge gap in the market from 25,200 all the way to 26,200, a 1,000-point gap in Bank Nifty. If you know what gaps are, it is an area where no trading takes place. What I'm trying to say is if Bank Nifty in the next couple of sessions goes above 25,200, you will get 26,000 in no time. That is what I'm trying to say. You will basically get a rally till this level, till this upward resistance trend line. Now let's talk about the internals of Bank Nifty so we can give the levels where to trade. So currently this 820 level becomes support. It becomes again important where you are opening. If you are opening flat tomorrow, then this can become a support and we can see a good buying in the market. So we can try to buy at the open because this can become support. So do not buy just because I'm saying buy. Look for some price action. Look for some candlestick suggesting you to buy. So 820 currently is a very good support. The current price is 24,900. So it can take a dip in the opening. If you get a good buying here, you can try to buy for the first target of 25,100. Now, if you want to go aggressive, see, there is always a trader who wants to buy with a more confirmed signal. If you want to go aggressive buy, that can happen only above 25,150 level. 25,150 level above these highs, you can buy in some quantity, for targets of 25,250. That is one trade. But the minute you start trading above this trend line, if you start to trade above this trend line, then you have to aggressively buy. Please remember, for targets of 26,000, then it will be open-ended trade. We will try to trade our stop loss, trail our stop loss. On the downside, the levels are same, 24,600 and 24,300, the level that have been given by Himalaya. These are two very good places of support. So for me, I'm in a buy on dip market on Bank Nifty. I'll just recap what I have told you guys. If I want to aggressively buy above 25,250, I will be aggressively buying for targets open-ended positional basis of 26,000. But for me to start to buy in good quantity, 25,150 is a good area above which on a 15-minute closing, I can start to buy. And good areas of support are 24,820, 24,600 and 24,300. So if you get dips to these areas, I would like to find some buying opportunities here and I would like to buy on dip for targets of these levels. That is my analysis. If you do want to short if the levels are broken, that is completely up to you. But I am not looking to short Bank Nifty even if it goes down. I am looking to accumulate and buy for the November series. Please also understand markets will be volatile. Please play on an intraday basis and do not go with the current week expiry. Always either choose a monthly expiry or you can choose expiry for the next week so that the decay factor doesn't ruin your trades. So now that's about Nifty and Bank Nifty. So let's talk about some good trading ideas for tomorrow intraday basis. We have 15 stocks for you. Please also, these have been given by us, by our mentorship clients. So let's get started. The first trade is Tata Consultancy. I think it's given by Shri from Pune. So Shri, it's a very good trade. Personally, I'm interested. You can see a big gap. Like you saw in Bank Nifty, a gap on the upside. There is a big gap in TCS on the downside. So it starts from 2600 all the way to 2520. So if TCS tomorrow goes below 2600, I would like to go short on TCS for targets of 2530, 2540. These levels should come. This is a big target, so I would like to see in a positional basis. If you want intraday, you can use pivot points or you are in the discussion forum. So we will give you and help you trade side by side. So that's one trade below 2600, 15-minute closing. Please remember all these trades I'm giving are below 15-minute closing, not just because you are trading in that zone. And also remember, please use your own analysis, consult your financial advisors. These are all our personal views for us to help you in the market. Reliance. I've already given the trade on Reliance. Yeah, so Reliance can give you a pullback. If it gives you a pullback, I would like to go short around 1940 regions if I get some kind of pressure there. Otherwise, if you go below the lows of today, about 1860s, I would like to go for targets of 1800s. This is one area. It's a very, very strong support for long-term basis. I would like to buy my stocks in this region. Yeah, Tata Motors. So Tata Motors analysis remains the same. This trend line is holding. The first reason to buy will happen only above 140. I've made that quite clear. Above 140 only I am buying. When can I sell? If this trend line is broken, then I can go short. I can try to short, because we have to have views for both the market. Because below 130, let me look at the 15-minute charts. Because below the trend line, if this trend line is broken, then you can go for targets even to 120. First target will come to 125, 126. The second target will come to 120 levels. If I look on the 15-minute chart, basically, if you break this trend line, I would like you all to draw this trend line on the screen. The level roughly comes around 130. 130 is one area. Yeah, below 130 you can go short. Below 130 you can go short on Tata Motors. It is taking a good support there for targets of about 1-2%. You can try, but I think 126, 127 is a good place where you can find support. So you can try to do that in an intraday basis. I will buy only above 140. That is where I can get a good cushion. On the upside, there are some good buys, but I'm not really interested in that. Adani Enterprises. Let's look at the chart. Yeah, the daily chart has already given a breakout, right? It's given you ascending triangle breakout, and you have got two closings above that. It has already retested. So I will be a buyer on Adani. I'm not looking to short Adani if it goes down. Now, talking about the internals, when can you go long? I would like to go long on Adani above 344, or if you want to be conservative, above 345. It currently is around 341. So above 345, I can go long and I can get a good higher target. If this trend line is broken, then please, you can try to do short for about 1-2%, because 330 levels can come. But personally, I won't be shorting. The reason is the markets have given me a breakout on the larger structure. So I will be interested in Adani only to buy above 345. That's a trade I would like to take tomorrow on Adani. Titan. First, let's look at the long-term chart of Titan. Titan on daily, it has given you, if you see this level, it was given by us a couple of sessions back. It gave you a double top formation, and the double top, the length of the double top was around 60 points, and it has given you that 60 points. So the target of double top is achieved, number one. Number two, there is a trend line that is coming in for a very long time, since the early June, and it is intersecting where you are currently. So Titan is at a very, very strong juncture. So if Titan starts to trade above, if you get some kind of buying tomorrow, then maybe from day after, I would like to be bullish on the stock. The reason is I'm getting a trend line support, number one. But if you start to trade below these levels, it is a breakdown which can give you lower levels and quite a big target on the downside. Understand the bigger structure, then we can come to the shorter structure. So this is one last line of defense for buyers. Now let's come to the internals and find out levels where we can take some trades. So when can I buy? Since we are telling you there is a last line of defense for there is some kind of a doji being formed on support, I can buy Titan on basically this trend line. You can see, try to draw this trend line, which is coming from 22nd of October. You can join these points. So I can try to buy Titan basically in this region, about 1180, 1182, in this region that I want to mark for you guys, in this region. This is one region where you can try to buy it, try to buy Titan, right? So that you can get a support, you can get some good points. But interesting would be shorting, because buying will happen slowly, shorting happens fast. Shorting will happen when? Below 1150. If Titan goes tomorrow below 1150, you can do a short on Titan, and then you can make some good money on the downside. Let's talk about Jubilant Food. It is given by Devesh from Kolkata. So Devesh, Jubilant Food, let's look at the long-term structure first. I think the structure is weak. Yes, structure is weak. You can see it's a good fall that you've got on Jubilant Food. Now, Jubilant Food is taking support at this level, 2160. That's a very good support. It was earlier a resistance. Now it is a support, number one. So now if Jubilant Food wants to bounce like Titan, this is the best place for it to bounce. It can go up higher for a small target. I am not really interested on the buying side, because currently the structure is weak. I would be interested in buying only if this downward trend line is broken. Then it can be a double bottom formation. Then I can try to buy for targets of 50-60 rupees. But currently, even if it goes up tomorrow 1%, 2%, I won't buy. I'll still be watching the stock. It can give you something like this also. So I'll be watching. On the downside, you can see the targets are open. There is a big gap here. This can be filled. So if I look at the internals, you are below the 200 MA, you are below the 50 MA, so you are bearish. So I can go short below 2140. So currently we're at around 2167. I think I want to go short below 2140. That is one area I'm interested in. The first target will become 2100. That's the first target. And below that, we can get 2080. These are two targets on the downside that we can play by. On the upside, I'm not currently interested because we have a 200 MA, which will give us resistance. Otherwise, we have this trend line, which will give us resistance. So the upside targets are limited. I would like to look more on the downside. Below 2140, I would like to go short. Let's talk about Wipro and let's look at the daily chart. So the daily chart, you can see very well that this is one area. Wipro is doing weak, just like your TCS. Wipro is doing weak. It is taking a very good support at this area. So the level is multiply tested. It becomes weak. Any level multiply tested becomes weak. So if it starts to trade below this level, then the level of 320 opens up. So now let's look at the internals to decide where we can short. I'm again not looking to buy Wipro because of the long-term structure. If it goes up, I won't be taking the trade. You have to always have some set of rules. If things don't go your way, don't force the trade. Forget about it. Go to the next stock. I've given you 15 stocks. Something or the other will trigger. Right. Now, this is where do I like to short? This is one area I'm not really interested in. This area that we have marked out. This is one area I am not interested in. I can go short on Wipro below 331. 331. Below 331, I can go short on Wipro. And if I go below that, there is no concrete levels below that. You have only 320. Then you can get a good momentum, good fall in the market. You are below 200 MA, you are below 50 MA, you are below this support. So you are some kind of bearish setup. So if it goes up, I'm not interested. Otherwise, below this 331, I can try to go short on Wipro and I can try for a 1-2% target. So 320 can be open-ended target. So try to trail the stop loss here. Tata Consumer, I think another trade by Devesh. Tata Consumer, right. Tata Consumer, see what's happened. Always understand the bigger picture first. It's something like Jubilant Food now. Something like that. You have a downward trend line, but this trend line was broken and you also have gone above this resistance. So what has happened is you were in a downtrend. You were giving lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Now you gave a double bottom formation and got a higher high, right? Higher high and higher low. So the structure has changed. There's a breakout structure. So will I go short? I won't like to go short on Tata. I'm looking to buy Tata Consumer. Now that's number one. A very good support is at this 490. Let's look at the internals. Since we have understood the externals, now let's go to the internals and understand. The internals tell me a very good resistance at 497. If I want to buy, I can buy above 497 for targets of 502. That is one trade that you can do. Aggressive buying above 502. Understood? Just like how we are doing Nifty. 497, small quantity buy. Above 502, good quantity buy. And this is one last line of very good support, I would say. So for me, this is one area I'm not interested in. Basically, I'm not interested between 497 to 485. Not interested. If I want to go short, I can go short below 483. These are two levels. So in this entire area, not interested. I can buy above 497 for 502. Above that, open-ended. But below 483 only, I would go short for targets of maybe 473. That is something I can do for Tata Consumer. Dr. Reddy, something I'm not interested in right now. Himalaya had given you a trade on Dr. Reddy to go short. The targets are achieved now. Now, see what is happening is the 50 MA is providing support. You can see this 50 MA, the blue line, it is giving you support. Even if 50 MA is broken, this trend line, the red color one will give you support. So on the downside, not a lot of juice is there for me. I'm not interested. Even on the upside, it can give you a pullback and maybe again fall down. So currently, looking at the structure of the stock, it's very tight and I'm not really fascinated by the move that is happening. I will be very interested if either this trend line is broken, support is broken, which is coming around 4,700. So below 4,700, it's quite far right now. When this is broken, that is one place I would like to go short, number one, or I would like to go buy in this zone when the above trend line is broken. Currently, I'm consolidated. I will ignore. TVS Motors. TVS Motors, look at the structure. Couple of things can happen. Currently, we are at a very good support of 420, a very good resistance of 460. It can give you something like a head and shoulder, right? It can. It has not, but it can. Number one. If it does, so in this phase, I'm not interested. I would like to go short. So I'll just explain how can we plan. Also, just zoom out and you can see a very strong trend line is coming into the chart. So on the upside, my target is limited to 482. Please remember this level. On the upside, 482 becomes my target. So when can I buy? That's number one. I can buy if I go above 463. If I go above 463, I can go long for targets of 482. They open up. At the same time, I will go short when below 420. Tomorrow, if TVS falls, I'm not interested. Aggressive short is below 420. Aggressive buy will be above that 463, 464 level I've given you. Otherwise, don't trade. You have to make these rules for yourself and then only accordingly trade. HDFC Life, the levels have been given. We took a very good trade. So as long as this 560 is not broken, I'm okay on HDFC. And I think any dip towards 580 is a long on positional basis, not intraday, but a long-term basis. And I think the level of 610 is open. I have nothing to worry about in that zone. If I start to trade below 580, I can try to go book some profits. Just give me 1 second. I'm having some internet issues. Right. So if I start to trade below 580, then something I would like to worry about. Otherwise, if we are okay, we are open for targets of 610, nothing to worry about in that sense. Hero MotoCorp. Hero MotoCorp, the same thing. Structure becoming weak, multiply testing the same level. If Hero was strong, why is it coming again and again to 2900? There is something wrong. So the more it is tested, the more weak it is getting. So this is one very crucial support, 2600. Look at the internals. I'm not going to buy. If it goes up, it's fine. The 200 MA is there. That can be a target for you. If you are buying Hero MotoCorp, that's up to you. I am not giving this trade, but this 200 moving average will become target then. I will like to short when? Number one, if this trend line is broken, you can see this trend line. If this is broken, I can try to do one short. Number one, aggressive short below this 2780. Below 2780, I would like to go good quantity short. That's about Hero MotoCorp. We have a couple of more stocks left, and then we'll wind up. HCL Tech. Let's look at the externals. HCL Tech, I think the same thing like your TCS, multiple testing of support. So a space till the 50 MA opens up. So I am again looking only to short. I'm not looking to buy. If it goes up, I'll miss the trade. But I would like to go short where? I would like to go short below 820. It's currently at 822. Below 820, I would like to go short for a 800 rupees target. Asian Paints. So currently in Asian Paints, I'm not interested. I've done some complex charting. Ignore that. Asian Paint has given a breakout. It is trying to come down. If it comes to this level, 2140, I can buy for long-term basis, positional basis. But currently, it's in the no trading zone for me. I can either buy on dip here at 2140, 2120, or aggressively buy above 2240. But currently, it's a no trade zone for me. I'm not really interested. I'll see how things go tomorrow. Maybe day after, we can try to plan a trade on, buy a trade on Asian Paints. But right now, if it goes up and down, I'm okay. I'll miss the trade. Rallis India. Rallis has underperformed. It was doing very well. It gives the question, is the sector still strong? So it has underperformed. It has also gone below 200 moving average. So buying Rallis here is not something I'm looking at. Even if it gives you a 3-4% move upside, 5% move upside, I'm not interested because the structure is very weak. I think Rallis can take a support maybe at 230. You are at 239. It can take support at 230. If we get some kind of support here, then we can buy here for targets of the 200 moving average, which is around 250 rupees. But right now, ignore Rallis India. Please do not trade. It is currently in a very shaky position. At 230, we will see what to do. Otherwise, we are forgetting Rallis. Cummins India. So yeah, I haven't analyzed it yet, but I'll just give you a quick feedback. So Cummins India, see what is happening is in Cummins India, this same level, just like that multiple testing rule I'm telling you again and again. This is one level which is very important on Cummins India, this level right here of 430. So below 430, I can try to go short. The structure is weak. It is giving you something like a descending triangle. You are getting lower highs. The levels are remaining same. It's giving you a descending triangle. So I'll be looking to short only, not looking to long. When can I short? Below 430. That it is also giving you a triple top kind of formation. So we'll see where the markets open tomorrow. Is it a good gap up, gap down? Accordingly, we'll decide. Otherwise, if you want to trade for, if you want to do something above these levels, you can go long. Below these level 430, you can go short. Just dial. Just dial is in a very interesting juncture. I was analyzing this. Now, interesting concept here. It has rallied a lot, correct? It's gone up a lot. It's given you a golden crossover, meaning that the stock is bullish. Something you can see in Bank Nifty in a couple of days. There is a concept that I'm facing here called volume divergence. What does that mean? Volume divergence means, now have a look at this. When price was going higher, correct? Your volume also kept on going higher. Means people were buying, they were buying aggressively. So price was going higher, people were buying in good quantities. Now, when the price starts to fall, even the volume starts to fall, meaning when the price is falling, people are not really shorting the stock. They are just partially booking people who have bought it here. If the downtrend was sustainable, it had to be with high quantity selling, something like that. But currently that's not happening. So there is some kind of a divergence. People are not convinced on the selling side, only they are trying to book some profits. So I would not suggest you to go short on Just Dial. It's on my watch list. I'm not giving any levels, but something I want to observe, and maybe for day after tomorrow I would like to trade. If you are in my discussion forum, the mentorship clients, I would give you a trade tomorrow itself, but right now I cannot decide. We will see in the live market where it is going. But for me, it looks like, according to this technical analysis divergence concept, the downside looks limited. Cipla. Now see what's happening in Cipla. Cipla has a very good support at 740. So currently you are getting a lower kind of a lower high, lower low structure. So for me, I would like to go short below 740 on Cipla. Targets towards 700 will open up. This will be a very good buying place for Cipla. Otherwise, I'm not interested. On the buying side, I'm not looking. If it goes up, it goes up. We'll see on the day after tomorrow. But right now, I'm just looking to go short on Cipla below 740. Let's talk about Maruti. Maruti, we've already discussed in the opening of the video. Okay. And finally, we have two stocks left. JSW Steel is one stock left. So JSW Steel, very good support here. It's given you a breakout. It's given the retest. So JSW Steel, I look to buy. Again, not looking to short. If it goes down, it goes down. I'll look to buy when? I'll look to buy only above 315, because then I can get a good 1.5% movement and fill the gap. Above 315, I would like to go long on JSW Steel. In BalKrishna Industries, I just look at the daily chart. BalKrishna Industries, again, it's in a downward trend line. So it is something like Jubilant Food, something like, which we did earlier, something Tata Consumer. So if it breaks above the trend line, you can again try to buy. Currently, for intraday basis, obviously, I'm not looking to buy. I look to short. This is a very, very strong support, a 1300 round number. So let's look at the internals. When can I short? I can short below this level, which is around 1310. Below 1310, that is some place I can try to go short, and this level will be opening up for me, which is about 1240s. So that's the trades for now, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, comment on the channel what you would like to see next, and we'll see you tomorrow in the episode of TFA Talks.